Great. Why? What have you heard?
That night, from people in the room, we've spoken to several people who attended the special and then attended parties afterward, and the words that we heard were they were confused.
I'm unaware of anybody, frankly, whose wife has been sexually harassed and has made jokes about that type of situation.
There are moments in Hollywood so startling that even veteran insiders can't help but gasp. Recent events surrounding Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have transformed them from red carpet darlings into central figures in a swirling storm of speculation. What seemed like a routine appearance on Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary celebration has now escalated into heated debates, online uproar, and whispers that the couple's once glittering star power may be fading fast. It's a tangle of lawsuits, shifting friendships, and tough questions about how far a celebrity can go before the public and the industry turns away. For years, Blake Lively was seen as a sweet, talented actress with a radiant smile and a knack for capturing the media's attention. Ryan Reynolds, meanwhile, had a reputation for being the charming, sarcastic leading man who could do no wrong. Their union seemed like one of Hollywood's rare stable romances, complete with adorable public banter and a picture-perfect family image. But those idyllic snapshots have started to lose their shine. A legal battle involving Blake has thrust them both into an unwelcome spotlight. Some of their peers are keeping their distance, and the buzz around them is anything but flattering. So, what truly happened at that SNL anniversary? Why did Hollywood's top celebrities, many of whom are known for partying in close-knit circles, appear so uncomfortable around the couple they once embraced? And how could a few jokes, made in front of a live audience, possibly add fuel to an already explosive case?
There are some people who are saying, hey, it's good that he went and joked about it. It's, trying to move on. But I'd say the majority of people I'm reading are not okay that he went and joked about such a serious thing. In fact, it actually did the reverse for many.
This story is loaded with high-profile players, unspoken tensions, and a set of circumstances that has everyone asking, have Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds crossed a line that can't be uncrossed? Before you decide whose side you're on, buckle up. From hush-hush meetings in backstage corridors to alleged behind-closed-doors feuds with co-stars, this saga is evolving at lightning speed, and each new revelation only sparks more questions. Let's break down exactly what happened, how it unfolded, and why the fallout is so significant. You might be surprised at how quickly Hollywood's golden couple could find themselves navigating a minefield they never expected. At first, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' appearance drew polite applause. They've both hosted SNL in the past, and Ryan's comedic timing in various sketches has often made him a fan favorite. Standing under the bright lights, the couple smiled and waved, acting like everything was business as usual. Yet, the tension in the studio audience felt almost palpable. Discreet glances circulated among the other attendees. Some whispered that they couldn't believe the pair had shown up given the legal storm swirling around them. What caught most people's attention was the content of the brief skit. The banter alluded, in a playful manner, to friction on a film set, an obvious nod to the rumors swirling around Blake's current legal troubles. The comedic routine attempted to turn controversy into laughter, but insiders say the mood never quite lightened. Instead, the jokes landed awkwardly, eliciting uneasy chuckles from the studio floor. Some longtime SNL producers and cast members were seen exchanging confused looks, unsure if this was just edgy comedy or a poorly timed jab at a very serious matter. Afterward, audience members and participants alike described the vibe as off. While some celebrities who encountered Blake and Ryan backstage were polite, many seemed reluctant to linger for conversation. Later, at the after-party, the real bombshell dropped. A number of influential figures from both the comedic and dramatic acting worlds were actively avoiding the couple. One source claimed that a circle of actors and musicians literally turned their backs when Blake and Ryan approached. Others described the pair's attempt to mingle as uneasy at best.
That night, from people in the room, we've spoken to several people who attended the special and then attended parties afterward, and the words that we heard were they were confused.
A lot of them are just not looking at him at all, even though he's standing and talking.
For those who had followed the lawsuit rumors, this chilly reception appeared to confirm that the allegations and associated drama had grown too large to ignore. It wasn't just nameless gossip columns stirring trouble. People within the industry, people who usually stand by each other during controversies, were now backing away. If Blake and Ryan had hoped to use the star-studded SNL event to smooth over any concerns or show a united front, the plan seemed to fail spectacularly. Yet the root question lingered. How could a seemingly small comedic bit spark such an overwhelmingly negative response? Some insiders pointed out that the skit's subject matter ran uncomfortably close to the allegations of a toxic work environment surrounding Blake's controversial film project, It Ends With Us. Even if the couple had tried to laugh it off, many felt it was distasteful to joke about something as serious as harassment claims. Instead of clearing the air, that night may have cast an even darker cloud. When celebrities feud, the story is rarely contained to the immediate parties involved. In Hollywood, alliances and friendships often hinge on reputation, mutual projects, and the delicate art of public perception. Blake Lively, once championed by a host of influential figures, is seeing some of those bridges weaken. Friends who used to praise her style and talent in interviews now carefully sidestep questions about her current situation. Whispers of caution are floating around press junkets. Don't bring up the controversy unless she does. Multiple entertainment insiders claim the tension stems from a perception that Blake's legal battle has grown murky. Allegations, defenses, and new bits of evidence surface almost weekly. The couple's decision to handle the situation publicly, particularly through comedic references, has made some of their peers uneasy. The old Hollywood rule of keep private affairs private remains a steadfast guideline for many, and it appears that Blake and Ryan's approach might be breaking that code. Loyalties in Hollywood can be fluid, and the industry's power brokers watch every move. Did you see how they joked about it on SNL? Quickly became a recurring question. Studio executives, producers, and fellow actors started to wonder, if the couple is willing to poke fun at a serious claim, are they trivializing real harm? Is this a ploy for sympathy or a brazen attempt to stay in the spotlight? Several of Blake's once steady allies seem to be waiting to see how this drama will unfold before they attach their names to any future collaborations with her. Ryan Reynolds' presence in her life adds another layer of complexity. Though he has long been an industry darling, his involvement can't be separated from the controversy. Friends who remain neutral at first might now see him as equally complicit if they feel he's co-signing questionable choices. As a result, it's not just Blake's alliances that are cooling. It could be Ryan's, too. Central to the drama is the legal battle involving Blake, her allegations against a project she worked on, and the involvement of producer and actor Justin Baldoni. What began as quiet discontent quickly escalated into a drawn-out war of words, with multiple interviews, leaked documents, and statements from lawyers fueling the frenzy. The heart of the controversy lies in Blake's claims that she experienced a hostile environment on set, allegations that Justin Baldoni and his team have vehemently denied. For a while, it was just a typical Hollywood standoff. Star claims wrongdoing, producer pushes back, the press tries to pick apart each side's argument. Yet what truly shocked insiders was how quickly the story's momentum grew. Instead of a short news cycle, the conversation expanded, encompassing Ryan Reynolds' alleged role in supporting or even encouraging Blake's public stance. During the SNL anniversary, comedic sketches hinted that the couple was leaning into the controversy. By turning the situation into a punchline, critics argued Blake and Ryan might be undermining the seriousness of her claims.
I'm unaware of anybody, frankly, whose wife has been sexually harassed and has made jokes about that type of situation.
That angle only emboldened Justin Baldoni's legal team. They pointed to the couple's public jokes as evidence that these allegations could be opportunistic or exaggerated. Hollywood's power players, from executives to stylists, began to notice the mounting tension. Some predicted that Baldoni's side would push for depositions, statements under oath that could become extremely uncomfortable for both Blake and Ryan. If clips from the SNL special or any subsequent interviews are introduced as evidence, it would bring comedic sketches under a microscope in a courtroom scenario. Potentially, the comedic lines uttered on live TV might be dissected to see whether they trivialized serious accusations. Those in Justin Baldoni's corner insist he has nothing to hide and that he's ready to defend himself aggressively. Meanwhile, fans of Blake and Ryan wonder if the couple underestimated the blowback of turning up at SNL in the midst of ongoing legal proceedings. If they hope to show a lighthearted, unbothered front, they might have instead prompted fresh scrutiny. Even those who initially shrugged off the feud are now paying attention, creating an environment where every word, every gesture, and every tweet is poured over for hidden meaning. For years, Ryan Reynolds has been an industry sweetheart. Whether he's poking fun at himself in a YouTube promo, charming talk show hosts with witty anecdotes, or starring in a blockbuster superhero franchise, he's maintained a near flawless reputation. Audiences see him as self-deprecating, quick on his feet, and surprisingly down-to-earth. His brand of humor, coupled with philanthropic endeavors, made him a universally appealing figure who seemed untouchable. That untouchable image now appears to be under siege. While the lawsuit primarily targets Blake's allegations, Ryan's involvement cannot be ignored. He stood alongside her at the SNL special, participating in sketches that some found tasteless. Critics argue that if he truly believed his wife's claims, he would show a different level of seriousness. Others believe he might be torn between standing by Blake and protecting his own career. Either way, it's an uncomfortable position for someone used to the entire town cheering him on. Ryan's predicament is a lesson in how quickly fortunes can change in Hollywood. One moment, you're everyone's favorite comedic lead. The next, you're dodging calls from producers and old friends who'd prefer not to be seen aligning with potential controversy. His status as a bankable star took years to cultivate. Now, his association with Blake's allegations and his choice to appear on stage joking about it may pose the biggest test to his reputation yet. Whenever scandal engulfs a celebrity couple, tabloids love to speculate about trouble at home. Sometimes it's baseless gossip. Other times, the pressure of a public storm does create actual rifts. In Blake and Ryan's case, the rumor mill has churned out stories that range from mild disagreements over legal strategy to whisperings of a looming divorce. While neither party has confirmed these rumors, the very fact that they exist at all signals a shift in public perception. Some insiders claim that Ryan Reynolds, typically easygoing, might be frustrated with the direction Blake has taken in fighting her legal battles so openly. Allegedly, he questions whether turning the allegations into comedic fodder was wise. On the other hand, sources sympathetic to Blake argue that Ryan's hesitancy or discomfort stems from his desire to protect his own brand, even if that means leaving her to face the fire alone. That kind of tension, real or rumored, provides fertile ground for divorce headlines. Speculation intensified after a few cryptic social media posts hinted that the couple may be living separately. These unverified claims triggered a digital feeding frenzy, with fans dissecting the pair's online interactions. Still, with no official statements, the concept of an imminent divorce remains purely in the realm of gossip. It's a powerful reminder, though, of how quickly narratives shift in Hollywood. Not long ago, Blake and Ryan were regarded as a picture-perfect example of a loving couple who balanced high-profile careers with a strong family life. Now, that image is being questioned by the press and fans alike. Only time, and perhaps the resolution of Blake's lawsuit, will reveal whether these rumblings of a fractured marriage have any merit. In the high-stakes world of Hollywood PR, controlling the narrative is everything. Stars and their teams usually have well-rehearsed strategies to handle scandals. They release carefully worded statements, schedule high-profile interviews that stick to a safe script, or even orchestrate candid paparazzi moments designed to show unity and deflect attention. Blake and Ryan, however, seem to deviate from this playbook by tackling the controversy in a surprisingly public and comedic manner. Rumors abound that their teams initially tried to suppress the story. Some say hush-hush deals were proposed to keep certain details out of the press. Others believe the couple was on a mission to own the narrative by joking about it first, hoping to diffuse the seriousness through self-awareness. The result, as we've seen, was a polarizing response. A portion of the public found it bold, but many felt it was inappropriate, especially for allegations that revolve around harassment. Hollywood watchers also note that certain influential figures attempted to defend Blake and Ryan, but their efforts fell flat when faced with contradictory evidence and overwhelming social media backlash. In the court of public opinion, comedic relief can backfire when dealing with a topic many see as anything but funny. High-powered friends who once might have lent their reputations to support the couple are now proceeding with caution, not wanting to tie themselves to a potentially sinking ship. Given the swirling chaos, it's no surprise that many believe more drastic PR moves could be on the horizon. Some speculate about orchestrated public reconciliations or tearful interviews that paint the couple as victims of misinformation. Others predict that they'll lay low for a while, hoping to let time heal the scandal. The million-dollar question is whether these strategies can still work when the audience is more discerning and more skeptical than ever before. In an era where every phone is a gateway to instant information, social media has taken center stage in the unfolding drama. Just minutes after Blake and Ryan's SNL appearance, clips circulated on platforms worldwide. Fans and critics alike dissected each facial expression and intonation, spinning theories about the deeper meaning behind every joke. This virtual microscope can be unforgiving. Fans who once idolized the couple posted their disappointment or confusion online. Others flocked to defend them, insisting that what happened on set might be overblown or misrepresented. Adding to the frenzy, leaked documents and insider tips sometimes appear on social media before traditional news outlets can verify them. Screenshots of alleged text messages, secondhand testimony from anonymous crew members, and partial glimpses of legal paperwork all fuel the rumor mill. In the old days, a legal battle might unfold largely behind closed doors, but now every new tidbit becomes instant fodder for countless podcasts, TikTok breakdowns, and Twitter threads. The couple's own social media presence also stands out. Ryan, known for witty posts, has gone relatively quiet regarding the controversy, prompting speculation that his PR team advised him to steer clear of fueling the fire. Blake, similarly, has posted only curated glimpses of her usual lifestyle content, avoiding any direct mention of the storm. That silence often speaks louder than words, because in the digital age, not addressing a controversy can come across as evasive or disingenuous. Ultimately, social media has magnified the stakes. If Blake and Ryan had hoped this lawsuit and its associated drama would remain a minor footnote in their careers, the reaction online proves otherwise. Whether through supportive hashtags or scathing critiques, the public is intimately engaged in the twists and turns of this narrative, potentially influencing how studios, brands, and other power brokers respond to the couple in the future. With each passing day, the tension around Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds escalates. Once they were the envy of Hollywood, charismatic, enviably stylish, and seemingly unshakable. Now, they're at the center of intense scrutiny, with headlines whispering about lawsuits, strained friendships, and even the possibility of a crumbling marriage. What makes this situation especially riveting is how quickly reputations can shift. An industry that once championed the couple now appears uncertain. Key allies are staying silent or stepping back, not wanting to risk their own image by association. If depositions begin and new evidence comes to light, the revelations could either vindicate Blake's allegations or cast her claims in a devastating light. In either scenario, it's a crossroads that will shape their trajectory for years to come. Fans, meanwhile, are left wondering what the truth really is. They're grappling with conflicting media narratives and wrestling with the difference between private truth and public performance. Will Blake's allegations stand up under legal scrutiny? Will Ryan's comedic approach affect how the courts and the public view his character? And if their marriage is truly under strain, how will that upheaval influence the outcome of the case? There's no shortage of theories and no definitive answers. Yet, Hollywood thrives on reinvention. It's possible the couple could emerge from this with a rebranded image, making a triumphant return to red carpets and talk shows once the dust settles. Or they might become an enduring cautionary tale about how even the brightest stars can collide with scandal and leave their careers forever altered. For now, all eyes remain glued to the unfolding drama. Every new headline, leaked detail, or public appearance prompts fresh discussions. The next chapter could bring anything from surprising alliances and major legal wins to deeper estrangements and potential career setbacks. Only one thing is certain: the story isn't over. And whatever happens next may well redefine how Hollywood and the world views Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.